What's up, everybody? Let's get going. I think we're pretty late. You know us, technical difficulties.
Sorry.
Nah. I mean, just like tears just flowing everywhere, getting it all over the equipment.
Can we take a break in half an hour?
We actually need to take a break right now, so thanks for watching.
Yep, we'll be right back.
All right.
I thought you were actually going to try. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This joke too far.
I respect it.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Trolled.
All right.
Well.
So the group last time, we'll just do a super quick recap. Opened the box went boom, brought the stuff back. The person said don't stay here. They left, went to another city, had threatening things, stayed there, went to bed, woke up the next morning, went to another town, tried to contact one of Enna's individual contacts, got in, found out that they would have let them in with any word they said. It was a trap. Set the house on fire.
You skipped over
locked
at least
the door.
an hour of our characters being real dumb.
If you want to include real dumb, you can do that at the end.
There's a clip on Discord.
Yep.
I rolled double digits once.
Once. Yeah. There was a lot of being dumb about the box, and then there was a lot of being dumb about disguise self, and there was a lot of being dumb about how to get in and out of this town. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. It's very entertaining. Done.
All right. Then they fought some guards,
Sacks,
fought a cloaked individual,
Seriously.
and are being chased by other guards right now.
Elite guards.
So
from what we can tell.
Enna has already had her turn, and we are still going to be in the initiative order.
We're pretty sure we remember.
We're pretty sure we remember. There may be some slight discrepancies.
Don't worry about it.
Shall let us know.
The three guards are going to... two of them are going to dash, so they were 100 feet away from you. You had one turn to get away, and you are 60 feet away.
Yeah.
So the two guards that dash are going to get right up next to you, and like have their weapons drawn, ready to fight.
And then a couple of reminders real quick. I had Healing Spirit up on his square, so that's a D6 at the beginning of your turn.
Yep.
And can you quickly explain the Twitch, the extension thing one more time?
Sure.
It's still kind of new.
So if you're watching on desktop, I don't know if mobile does it. If you're watching on desktop and you hover over the screen, there will be a pop-out on the left side that will show at least the three of us. I know you need to get yours finished up.
Characters may need to talk to you about getting into the campaign.
Okay. And you can see pretty much all of our character sheets apart from the stuff that we don't want other people to see, including people in here.
But so you can follow along with our HP and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the HP is the first thing, but if you click on any of the names, you'll see most of our stats, things like that, and weapons. So.
Cool. And I think I had Hex up still.
You have to move it still, I believe.
Yes, because it wasn't my turn, but use it, as
right.
a bonus action.
So those two are going to dash. One of them's going to run 30 feet and then pull out a crossbow. And actually, you know what? Let's see who he will attack.
All right.
Okay, this will be great.
Valchar.
Oh.
Cool, the one who's going to try and stop this.
That's a 20.
Oh, yeah, of course.
4. Wow, Max. 12 points of damage.
Awesome.
What's your AC? 23?
Yeah.
Just barely hit.
Totally.
Let's do this. Okay. 2 more bolts are going to be coming from a different direction at Wick. So they're from down the street where these were coming from the house.
Okay.
2 more bolts coming in. They'll probably both miss.
High AC now.
11
Miss.
and a 13.
Definitely miss.
So,
Heck yeah.
actually, sorry.
Dip, dive, dodge.
Did you forget how
you
math
missed
works?
one. No, I forget that they have advantage because you guys don't see them, and they're gonna miss anyways.
Cool.
Even with 2 attacks, both with advantage, both miss Wick as you just stand there like face, and then fook, fook.
They like fly over your head. They thought you were taller.
I do still have, no I don't. Yes I do. I think I still have Disguise Cell Phone.
I can't remember if it's dispelled or not.
Who should flank?
Actually, that's
the
really
blind guys?
important. We should probably know, are they looking at us as or as our disguises?
You guys never dropped your disguises.
Yeah, has the time elapsed?
You said at the end of last episode that yours was going to be going away right at the beginning of this session.
Pretty
I don't remember everybody else's, but you cast yours
it's an hour
first.
duration for everybody, right?
I mean, you got probably a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll last through the battle and then a little bit of aftermath.
So if Enna's
there
was
is any.
up, cast hers the last because you ended up casting to match us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ours would be up probably now, if that's the case.
Well,
We can probably just say all at the same time. I don't know how.
it was it wasn't like it was like a minute late.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think you guys all have a few minutes left.
Okay.
At
Yeah.
most.
All right.
Cool.
And
And
yeah,
then
they see somebody who's actually slightly taller.
I think I have 6 rounds of healing spirit left. I think I used 4.
Okay.
I think that's
I will
because I
continue
joined
to
the
take.
battle a little later, so I think it was
Yeah.
like 4 rounds. I think that's fair. I don't remember exactly.
Sure.
But I think
Yeah, it's fine.
It's 3 or 4. It's something like that.
And so then 2 more, and
It is still concentration.
then
so
I believe it's Wick's turn.
Cool. I have
it might not matter very well.
I have somebody near me. I have a guard near
No,
me?
you don't have
No.
anybody near you.
No?
They're
Okay.
the guard. The one guard dropped his weapons, went away. The other guard dropped his weapons, grabbed the
Oh.
guy, dragged him away.
But I have calm emotions on me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I have calm emotions on me.
Is that
so,
concentration or just an effect?
I don't know.
Either way, I didn't take damage,
Concentration.
so I am still.
Oh,
you
so you need to do that.
It worked.
Yeah, then I am still calm. I still have calmed emotions.
You can-
I am going to, I guess, run
I think you're
So-
technically indifferent to them,
Mm.
right? So I mean, if they
until I
attack
take
her,
damage.
she can
Correct.
attack them,
Once I
right?
take damage, yeah.
Thankfully, both those missed.
Yeah.
And you didn't technically see them, sort of.
Yeah. So I think Wick is gonna book it. I think this is gonna be a dash move for Wick. 50 feet in the
It
direction.
says alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about the creatures.
That'd
of
be
your
the
choice.
one because the other one is to like essentially pause
Right.
charming or whatever.
Fear.
That was
Fear
the
and
one.
charm.
So is that alternatively that I was
Okay.
intending to
So
do?
making you less hostile towards these guys.
Yeah.
And then 2 on. If you want to take your turn,
Then again,
look,
I did
launch
see.
2.
Did I see someone attack? I saw someone shoot Valchar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take my turn to move in front of Valchar and move my hex onto that person.
Okay. He is 70 feet away. I don't know if Hex has that range. We can check.
My
this.
range for hex is 90.
Oh, it's 90.
Oh,
If it's
wow.
90, then yeah, you
I
can
was
move
expecting
it. That's
60.
fine.
Nope, hex is 90, so I move, and
90 feet. Yeah.
I'm indifferent about the ones who I can't see because I didn't attack or because they didn't hit me. But I feel like that would pretty much kick the indifference out because Valchar got hit. So I'm going to use Chill Touch on that guy, which is 120 feet.
Sure. Go for it. And just these guys are like Thalmar, like they look like army individuals more than just your common town guard.
Sure.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
trying to protect Valchar.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Chill Touch to try and scare this.
She'll touch the heck out of them.
That was the DM being like,
Hmm.
all right.
That's
Okay.
a 12 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't.
She'll touch the heck out of them next turn.
Yup. I check once. I would like to try and back into Valchar to try and push him away with the rest of my movement.
What do you do? Do you just go with it? Okay. You can move him an extra, let's just say 10 feet.
Sure.
So 10 feet back towards leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. Deal. Then that brings us to Sai.
So nobody's in combat with me.
Correct.
Somebody's in combat with you.
I got hit by a crossbow.
Crossbow.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Oh, no. They were in combat with Enna. Sorry. My mistake. There are 2 in combat with Enna.
Right. They haven't attacked yet because they had
No
that
one in
dash
combat
together.
with those.
Cool.
Two.
I'm just
Cool.
like, ugh.
And
How far,
This is
how far
amazing.
away?
D6.
Roll my d6.
Roll your
Thank you very
D6,
much.
yeah.
I can't remember nothing.
Yeah.
6. That's 16 healing from that so far,
Which is,
if not more.
I'm glad you're getting the benefit now because, like, with 2 guys on me, I'm not sure how long that concentration's gonna stay. So enjoy it while it lasts.
While I can. Okay. So I'm gonna start heading towards Enna. How far away am I from Enna?
Oh, man, that's going back. I think you guys are.
Can we get
So
just
you
a
had-
full layout real fast? Of
Yeah,
where
you had a
everything is?
dash action. You were 100 feet away. I think you sprinted the whole way, getting you 60 feet. So you would be 40 feet away from the party.
40 feet, so I can.
40 feet away from the party, and then these two are 100 feet, which are basically right on the road where the three of you are. Is like right on the road when you guys were leaving.
Okay.
Okay, so if we've got like the burning building here, the house that was set on fire.
So that's where the guards are coming from, which is
Right.
100 feet away from Sai.
Okay, so then Sai's over here, and then I'm between, right? I'm
Right.
like smack in the middle,
Yep.
I think, because I had to be, I think 40 feet away from
I
you.
think that's right.
Or 60 feet. I had to be within 60 feet of you. So I'm like 60 feet away from Sai here.
Well, you dashed, so you're 40 feet away. Last time, one of your turns was to dash. thought.
No, because I have extended movement on my first turn in combat, so I used my 40
That's
to
what it
get
was,
to
yeah.
exactly 60 from him
Okay.
for healing spirit. So Sai's here, burning building here. Me and the guards are 60 feet away from Sai.
Yep.
Where are they to?
Those had an extra turn on you, so
Yeah.
they're right up with Sai in
So
that
they're,
same
like,
general
up here.
area. Yep.
Okay.
If I
Awesome.
remember right.
Okay. And there's 2 guards on me, and then the one that shot the crossbow is where?
30 feet away from the burning house towards you guys. So.
Okay.
70 feet from Sai,
So
30
close
feet from
to me.
you.
Okay.
So I'm going to start heading towards Enna. Meanwhile, I'm going to be shouting at you two. We should consider getting out of here, but I'm going to run up anyways, and I think I'm going to have to, you said 60 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to dash to get there.
I was exactly 60.
But I will still have my main hand attack since I can dash as a bonus action.
Yep.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, go for it.
Yep.
Par for the course.
Yep, par for the course. That's a
Okay.
2, people.
Valchar.
Wait, I should ask. 8?
Hold on, let me take my pen apart.
You need my protractor?
Yeah, sorry, just barely missed.
Ah, dang.
I hate this so much. Why did you put me in this situation where I have to try and not attack guards?
Why wouldn't you want to attack guards, Belchar?
The
They
man.
work. They work for the man. They're
The
evil.
man.
I've seen them tear towns apart.
Who says I'm not the man?
I'm
Nice.
the man. I'm the man.
Um,
I'm the man.
You don't have that vibe. I don't instinctively hate you.
So, 70 feet between us and Anna? Is that what you
No,
said?
60.
60.
Because you were near where I was.
I'm going to have to just use this turn as an action and use message. And I'm going to message Anna saying, get ready for darkness.
I respond. You mean like an emotional state or a physical state?
And I don't respond.
Because
Because I can't.
And then you get the equivalent of like an emoji winky face.
My response is, K.
Typing. K.
Oh, that's my jam.
Alright, you got bonus action.
And my bonus action is
Monster.
going to be... No, I have nothing to inspire at this point.
Attack.
Run away, run away,
That
run
doesn't
away.
fully
run away.
undermine the point of the message. So, that'll be my turn. 'Cause I can't think
And you're
of
just
anything
gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Brave
Okay.
Sir Ramen ran away. Bravely ran away.
So Sai, Valchar, Enna, back to the top.
I turn to Sai and I'm like, well, fuck. And then I think I'm a disengage. Sorry. And run off to where these two are. I have 30 feet, so however far I can get.
So you'd be 30 feet away from them.
That's fine. And then I want to move my healing spirit. I can only move it 30 feet, so I'll just move it. I think Sai's the closest to it.
No, Sai dashed. He's 60 feet away from
Oh,
it.
these two are...
Yep.
Okay, I'll put it on...
You can put it on you, or any of these three.
Yeah, how are... You're hurt, right? You took something... Okay, so I'll
We'll
move
say I'm
it...
in red.
I'll move it onto Valchar, so there are 5 more turns
Wait,
if
wait,
I
it's
keep
fine.
concentration of a d6 at the beginning of your turn.
On a stop sign, red is at the top, which means if you're in the red, you're doing fine.
Yep.
Because you're at the top of your health. Got it. Cool, let's go.
Definitely how that
And
works.
then, so that's my bonus action, my main action, and my move. So, yep, that's it. That's me.
Okay.
I did nothing.
I did too.
I mean, I did nothing.
Soldiers
I tried
are
to
up.
tell them I didn't.
They both turn and look at you.
I'm like,
Ching, ching, double attack on both. 21 and a 23.
hits.
Dang, it's high.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I had to run away from my healing bubble.
Oh, pretty low. The first
Yeah, one at a time, please, so I know whether to use my thing.
5 damage,
I will soak the 5.
and then 12 damage.
Good
I
choice.
will take 6 instead.
And then the second one's going to attack you.
And then the second one was 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eat the 12 damage.
Okay.
Really?
The first attack is a 25.
Hits.
The second attack is a 21.
Hits.
5 points of damage.
I will take it.
13 points of damage.
So I take 5 and then 13 down to 6, so I take 11.
Yeah, have that one. That's fine.
I
Then
went from 33 to 9 health.
the crossbow, or the bow. This is the bow. He's going to pull it and launch one shot
Short
at
bow?
you.
A dodgy
Yeah.
short bow?
He'll miss.
Okay.
Then the other 2, I'm just going to roll a d3 for you guys. 3, Valchar. 2, Wick. 1 to each of you. We'll do black for Valchar, blue for Wick.
Accurate.
That's a complete miss on Valchar and a natural 20 on Wick.
Also accurate.
It was literally
I've been waiting for that.
it was literally a 1 and a 20.
20.
I can't make that up.
So that's 2 averages, which mean they both miss.
Double that's a 4 plus 9 points of damage. 8 points of damage
8
with the
points.
crit.
Okay.
Wait, 4 damage and then doubled to 8?
No, it rolled a 2 on the damage die, doubled to 4 plus 4, so 8.
Oh god, thank god.
Yeah, he only rolled a 2 on his damage die. Pretty nice. Wick is up then.
That means I'm almost up.
I'm going to use.
But it's not about you.
Yes,
half my movement to keep pushing Valchar back.
Yeah, you can. We'll just say we'll round it off. You can move him and you back 15 feet if
I
you
will
want.
move us 15 feet towards Anna.
So Enna's
Er,
closer to the burning
Yes,
building.
but I heard Valchar, so I'm getting. Or no, I didn't. You didn't say that out
I
loud.
didn't
No.
say it aloud.
So I would try to move us back.
And I will
And-
resist that one.
Give
Okay.
me just give me a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence check.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Nope, that's only a 9. God damn it, Wick.
I'm gonna say 9's good enough.
Okay.
You would be able to see the residual stuff to heal Valchar on his turn in where he is. So if you move him out of that, he won't get the heal.
Okay.
Like it's
then
not that difficult to see. You've worked with Anna. You've seen the
I'm
spell.
going to take my shield and make sure it's up so that I'm trying to protect Valchar.
So you're gonna take your action to take it the defensive action?
No,
No.
I just am lifting. It's story. I'm
Okay.
lifting the shield up and then I'm going to cast shield touch again.
Sure.
On, the one I can see who has my hex on it.
So you moved that to the archer, correct? That's what I remember. Yeah. Go ahead.
The one that hit Valchar.
The one that hit Valchar.
Oh, did the bowman? Yeah, the bowman hit Archer. Hit Valchar, not
Yeah.
the. Okay. Yep. We're in agreement.
There we go. 18?
Yep.
Cool. That's you. And a D8. No. It's a D8 and D8 and a D6. I know what I'm doing. Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
So
Did you say wow?
I said, wow.
Oh, okay.
so that is going to be 5.
Valchar's feeling sassy.
Technically total because they're both necrotic. 11 necrotic damage.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So you just go like this, and you see like a hand, like a death hand, just go reach out and
And-
grab and.
Don't know if this matters or not. That one cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Deal. Sigh.
Would it be okay? So I have a bag of 1,000 marbles or
Ball bearings.
Ball bearings?
Ball
Yeah.
bearings. You gonna Home Alone this?
I'm gonna try to. Would it be only an action to pull the bag of ball bearings out of my bag and then empty them on the floor in front of these guards and then use a bonus action to run away? Would that be something that you would allow me to do? If not,
Yeah. It's you're running on grass, so it won't be as effective as you're thinking, but it might do something.
okay.
Like you guys are running from a house to the road.
So
But yes, you could do that.
can I do a bonus action and then an action? Does it matter?
Yeah, you can do
which
it any
I
order
do?
you want.
And if I were to run towards the three of them, because they're kind of grouping up now, do we pass road or concrete or cobblestone?
You guys are
or...
making your way to the dirt road that you've been traveling on the whole time.
Okay.
So you guys are on the I'll try to do this for the viewers. So this is the city. Here's where like the burning house was at the bottom of my thumb. Here's the road. You guys are like in between like this, like trying to get out of the city, and then you took some shots from up here.
So there's
nowhere
nowhere
on the town.
Okay.
You're kind of running through like short grass.
So there's nowhere in between where that would be better place to drop things.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
Can you show us where the Blink Bunny was on that?
Blink Bunny was all the way out here at the forest tree line.
It was not here, not here, not here, not here.
It didn't happen.
Oh no, I like what Ryan was getting at.
Not here, not here, not here. Oh wait.
This one.
So if that's the case, I'm going to disengage because they're both within melee of me,
Yes.
right? So I'm going to disengage and I'm going to drop the marbles as I run away.
Okay, and take your 30 feet.
And then take my 30 feet and then I'm going to yell out, "We should probably get out of here."
Okay, so you're 10 feet away from the road then, if I'm doing my math correctly. After your run. No, because you were on the road when you did the whole in battle, and you ran 30 feet, and then you were running 30 feet back. So yeah, you'd
So I'm on the
be
road.
back to the road.
I'll probably wait till I was on the road to drop the ball bearings.
Okay, sure, you can do that.
Right in front of Valchar.
Okay, so then the three of you are all pretty close. You disengage and went 30 feet, so you're 10 feet from the road. So you're 10 feet from these three, basically. Valchar.
I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna cast darkness centered on the guards.
Okay. So what's the range on that?
It's 60 foot to get there, and
Yep,
it is
easily.
15-foot radius.
15-foot radius.
So 75 feet is.
Okay,
the
so
edge
do you
of the
want to
darkness.
hit it so it darkens both the two ones with swords and boards, and the one with the archer, or do you want it to be just focused on the two sword and boards?
Is the archer behind them?
The archer is behind them 30 feet.
Okay. It'll just be on the two of them
Okay.
then, because the
You
archer
can't
still won't
see
be able
through
to
it
go
anyway.
Okay. Sure.
Look at you.
Then I'm going to.
There's 4 guards, right? The 2
The
sword dudes, the
3
short bow, and the crossbow.
There are 2 crossbows, but nobody's really taken a. They're kind of shooting from in the city. If you want to
Okay.
look over there, I'll give you a perception check. But
And I think I'm gonna have to stay there because.
you roll your d. Oh, it's at the end of your turn.
No, it's
Or
the
is it
beginning. I
Yeah.
did forget it.
So you did. Yeah.
Now it's a 3. So.
Okay, so you gain 3 hit points.
Yep. But I'm trying to remember the rules of concentration plus distance.
I don't think that's an issue. I think once you originally cast it, I don't
That's the
actually know
question.
how to look it up. I'm just gonna rule for now. You can move as far as you want. That's
Okay.
fine.
So then I'm gonna start running away.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you dropped concentration on
I have to for darkness.
Yes. I can be angry again.
That'll go well as you're trying to retreat.
Let me at him. Let me
Yeah.
at him.
Put me in, coach!
So yeah.
We'll just
that
put you in
is-
the endless bag.
Darkness is my
Get in there.
action.
Yep.
There's no air in there.
will take no bonus action and
Yeah.
move my 30 feet
Okay.
away.
so you're running down the road towards the forest.
Yes.
You're about 30 feet from the beginning of the tree line. Anna.
So you cast darkness. So it
Sure
is.
did.
So I can't see any enemies, right?
You
From where I am.
if you want to look for the crossbowmen, you can. But yeah, you're not going to see the other 3.
Okay. So I will run 30 feet, continuing like following Valchar,
Okay.
and then yell at Sai to do the same. And
Now's my chance.
I mean, you would get some sweet sneak attack, but like no. And then I will.
Give me a dexterity check before you do all this.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. This never.
Suddenly quicksand.
I
Which
think-
actually I watched a thing on how that's not actually plausible.
It's not. Yeah.
That is an 18.
18, you're fine.
18, yeah.
You're able to get,
walking over some ball
you're
bearings.
able to get your traction just fine.
So I run, and my healing spirit, I can only move at 30 feet. Is there anybody that it... So it was on Valchar before he moved.
Which would be 30 feet away from where
Which
it
would be
was.
30 feet away. So I'll move it to be on Valchar again. Actually, where
Yep.
are you in relation to it?
I'm pretty close to you guys.
Okay.
I moved back
He was
towards you.
10
and
feet
dropped-
away from you guys.
I'm on the road.
Okay, I'll move it to be on him then. So I'll move it to Sai.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you get a
yeah,
d6 at the beginning of your turn, and that will be round 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10.
Cool.
Okay. The 2 soldiers, let's see. Let me just get that's a double natural 20. I don't know how
Uncanny.
that. I just showed the group.
Take my dice.
I don't. I don't know how I rolled double natural
if you take
20.
his dice, it'll be a 19, 19, 19 when it doesn't matter, and then when it does 1, 2, 4, 2, 3.
right.
So
I mean, I'm the one in front, I feel.
you guys are going to hear from the thickness. They're the ones who were in charge of the massacre. Finish them.
There it is.
And he runs. They run out through. Takes them extra their movement, so they don't get to catch up to anybody. And they pull out their. And they each pull out their bow and shoot at. One will shoot at Wick and one will shoot at Valchar. But because you're taking a defensive position,
As defensive as that is.
let's see how this.
Are you
Let's see
gonna
how
give
their
them, like,
hit
half
goes.
cover or something like
Let's
that?
see.
That's
Let's see
just
how the
plus
roll
2.
goes. The first one at Wick is a 21.
Hits.
That will be 6 points of damage. And then the second one at Valchar. What's your AC?
18.
So it's a 22. But I'm going to say because Wick is shielding you and giving you her shield, she lowered her own AC to take
God
that
damn
hit.
it.
But she'll block the shot that came in. It'll
Oh, okay, I
and
don't
stick
take
right
the shot.
right into the shield, no effect.
Your AC is 4 for the next 3 turns.
It wouldn't matter because it was rolls natural.
Right.
I don't know how that was. I didn't show them as a legit nat 20 for their intelligence check of what they would do. Then the third individual, the one that has your hex, you guys don't see what happens with him. Two
part about that, but
2 crossbow bolts come in, one at Valchar, one at Wick. Again, we'll do the exact same thing. Black was Valchar.
So do you want me to lower my AC then?
Hold on
Yeah.
on that. So you block another crossbow bolt as it hits right into your shield.
Oh, I'm really glad I got this now.
Best purchase you've ever made.
And the other one is
Got my armor.
a 20 on you though.
That hits.
Okay. So that'll be 5 points of damage.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Are these through the darkness, or are they?
No, those 2 were the
off side?
crossbows from interior
They're
of the
from a
town.
different area
Okay,
of the
right.
town,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, I was just totally
Then it's up to Wick.
Oh.
That means it's almost my turn.
It's my turn.
that was mine.
And who did you put? You put that on him, right? Chucklehead.
Okay, so question for the DM.
Mhm.
I know I can't visually see the guy that I attacked with Chill Touch. But he
Right.
does have my hex on him.
Right.
Would that cancel out the disadvantage to just a straight roll? Or no? Because I can kind of sense where he is.
Um.
That's a good question, actually.
Because the hex doesn't give me advantage, but I sense where the target is. So if I'm using, like, I'm not going to use
chill touch. You're going to use chill touch.
Yeah.
Because, normally it would be just disadvantage if you couldn't see him, but maybe instead it's, like, just a little bit extra, like, +2 or something.
Yeah,
like
a plus
cover
AC or
or
something.
something.
I was thinking about that,
That would be
last
my-
week too. Was
I
like,
think that would be my compromise, is just give him half cover +2 to his AC, but sure.
Let me read chill touch real quick.
I mean, like I said, neither of them gives me advantage. But Hex allows me to sense where the creature is.
so
To an extent.
it's the disadvantage with darkness, but just knowing where the
Yeah.
creature is, as opposed to just shooting blindly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just roll me an attack. You don't have to take disadvantage at this point.
Okay. No, that's a 12.
Okay, yeah.
And
so he
then
would have
I-
had some cover,
Yeah,
but
But
was
I
a
miss
miss.
anyways. It's fine. Then I move back. Well, you didn't move?
I move 30.
I will move 25 feet. Shield still up.
I am booking it now.
Well, you're gonna run past where Valchar is.
I can only move 25 feet.
Valchar
Right,
moved 30,
but-
right?
Valchar hasn't his turn yet.
No, he already moved 30 last turn.
When I cast darkness, I
He
then
moved
ran
30.
30 away.
And then she moved 25.
Oh, I thought you two were right next to each other.
We were when when I started my turn. Then I cast.
Then you separated. Okay,
She's
think-
trying to catch up, but she can't
Okay,
quite.
yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense. So you're 5 feet away from him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also makes sense to then why I didn't get hit, because now I'm further away.
Yeah, and crossbow bolts don't have arcs. They kind of like very limited arcs.
Yeah.
So it would still make sense that you're holding up your shield.
Nope.
Okay.
It's not the Steph Curry splash. It's,
Right. Size up.
Yep.
Well,
Actually, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
With my -2, that's a 6.
A minus.
You know I have a negative to my dex.
It wasn't that hard. You stumble and you can only go 15 feet instead of your 25.
Okay.
You don't fall and go prone, but you just stumble a little and
and then I put my shield back up.
See, the rest of us have that on strength.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
all three of you.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to use these more often, man. They're getting in a lot of people's way.
Your team, but okay. So
I'm
far,
just saying they work. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, the ball bearings. God damn it.
You're tripping balls.
Sai runs up to you guys and just does this. All right, let's go.
I do a LeBron James. I just take the ball bearings and I just go. Ow! Ow! They're hitting my head. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm going to, as a bonus action,
Heal. That's our.
I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
my heal.
D6. I'm glad other people are remembering because I'm doing a piss poor job of it.
I'm trying to do
That
my
That is
best.
turn number 7, so 3 more.
Okay.
Cool.
So how many do you get? 10.
It's a minute.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to drink my healing potion.
Sure.
Oh. Is that the one you said?
How much are they?
Which one do you have?
Regular
It should
or
be
greater?
2d4 plus 2.
Regular.
Regular is 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, 7. Moving on
I
up.
think isn't it superior, whatever the highest one is actually is the weird one.
44 plus 4.
No, okay.
That's
What's the one above that?
greater.
Greater, no, there's
66 plus
Supreme.
6.
Supreme. That's what I'm thinking of.
Supreme is like the top one that's like,
Why didn't you buy any of those?
It's like
they're like 1,000
I know.
gold.
it's like 8d4
Ooh, I'm
plus
almost there.
4. It's like there's a weird
Yeah, it
number.
doesn't,
It doesn't follow the 2 like doubling every time.
But when you drink it, you hear the Supremes. Stop in the name.
Dory. We have the prices thanks to our Teddy here.
Right, I wrote those down.
Potion of Supreme Healing, $13.50 for gold.
Is that all? I am going to book it.
Book it. Is that like
Give me a
Baku?
dexterity check.
Even though I put them down?
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, what are you doing? Like it, you're gonna put them down right where you are. You gotta still run through them.
That's,
Yeah, I
that's a
think
23.
I think you're okay. You're able to nimbly put it down as
And it-
you
And I never successfully attacked anybody again, because that's my only double.
And I
digit roll of the
legitimately
year.
probably should have given you. I would have given you advantage too because you were the one who put them down, so you literally saw them on the ground.
20.
I didn't. I wasted a 4.
Okay, good. You can
Don't waste your 4s. That's like higher than you normally roll.
It's almost double. Yes, I'm gonna run my. I am pretty low health, and Wick seems to be holding down the fort pretty well, so I'm gonna run my 60 feet.
Yeah, go.
So I
I'm
actually
doing
have a question. Can he run 120 feet? Because he can take the dash as the bonus action, but he can also take dash for an action.
It would be 90.
Yeah.
Or that's what I meant, 90.
Yeah, he could
Sorry,
run
so he
90.
could dash
Yeah.
90.
He could.
You can dash
move
90.
and
You can
dash
get
twice.
into the forest and beyond.
But
my bonus action was
action
drinking the
potion.
healing potion.
Oh, right.
So this
okay.
time I'll just go
60
there.
feet.
I'll only go 60.
So you actually just enter the edge of the forest.
Don't worry, I'll be like 20 feet behind you guys. It's good.
We trust you.
All right, Valchar.
I'm gonna continue to run
Sure.
towards
you are.
the woods.
Okay.
Are you dashing? Oh.
Yeah.
So you already had one turn, so you are 30 feet to get to the woods,
Yeah.
and then you can take a 30 feet additional into the woods.
I will do that.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Anna.
Yeah. So both of my Healy boys ran away. So can I make it
New
to
nickname?
Wick?
Healy boys.
Can I make it?
Boys.
Is it 30
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah, because of the
Oh,
reduced
cool.
movement. Yep.
So I will get the healing spirit on Wick, and then I'll be like, "You're welcome," and then I will run. And I will.
You look around, there's nobody there. You're like,
I think
Literally gonna happen.
I think I need to stay generally within 60 feet of the healing spirit.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Once you place it, I don't think you'd have to stay within its
But this is one that I
range.
continue to be able to move around.
Yeah, if you're gonna move it, you're gonna have to stay within. But if you're just
Yeah.
gonna let it be where it is, you can go further.
So I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move 30 feet, and then I will look around and see if I can see one of those crossbow dudes. With my action.
Okay, so how far did you move from the original spot on the road? Did you have a whole action, or are you 30 feet from that?
Probably 30 feet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're halfway to the forest.
Yeah.
Give me perception then.
And then have a
I'll-
I can't cast it on someone.
That is 17.
Yeah, I'll say it's a quick bonus action for you to look around.
Okay. It's a bonus action to move the healing spirit, so I technically used it.
Oh, okay. Then it's a quick free action as a ranger.
Mm-hmm.
You can see both the crossbows, kind of like one ducking from one side of the alleyway, just kind of like sneaking out, and then like reloading and coming out for another shot, and
do they
so
have
from
a
either
reload
side.
action?
Can I get a couple shots off at them?
If you want to.
Okay. Then I'll take a couple shots at them.
Sure. They have some cover. They have
Sure.
cover.
So that's a dirty 20.
Yep.
To hit.
You have mark cover, don't you?
And that's...
Did she take the sharpshooter?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, I ignore cover.
Oh,
Except
you
full
do?
cover. Yes. Thank you. Yes. It's not just the range, which is mostly what I use it for, to just not have to worry about it.
That's a feat? You took
Yeah,
marksman-
I took
mark-
sharpshooter, at fourth.
Okay.
So that's I ignore cover. I have a special sharpshooter shot which I can do, and I don't have to worry about. I basically don't have to worry about the range on my weapon.
Is the
since
sharpshooter
it's
shot's
600
like
feet.
-5?
Yeah.
Plus 10.
That was-
Yeah, it's the same as Great Weapon Master.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8.
Okay.
Nope, sorry, 9 because I have a +1.
Sure. 9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll do one more. And that's natural 20.
Woo! Yeah.
It's too bad I
Nice.
didn't do that as an Uthril shot, but that's okay.
You can still do that.
No,
No,
I feel
you
like
can't.
that's.
No, you
I
can't.
feel like that's very cheap.
It's gotta be pre-called.
That was legit thinking critical roll with. Oh, once you hit, you can do your vestige. This is not a vestige.
12, so that would be 16 points of piercing on that second shot.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some weird situations with items where it's either you have to pre-call the shot or
Or not.
something you can add after.
Right. This is not an add after. This is a replace.
That's totally fine.
Okay, and then you ran your 30 feet to get 30 feet away. That brings us to the two soldiers.
Goons.
The two gooners are going to run and use their dash action to get right next to you. That's all they can do.
I can't run close. I can't outrun any humanoid.
Marbles? Or
That's a good point.
Strawberries?
Good point.
Thank you.
You're right. I
Do they
forgot.
trip balls?
Yes, no.
Another double 20?
No.
It's a 4 and a 6.
Oh.
They actually both slip on the mark because they didn't see you put it down because of the darkness. They're just full tilt sprinting, and
not giving a shit.
because their rolls were after modifiers were a 5 and a 7. They full on flip fall, have to use half their action to get up, half their movement, and they're still probably 15 feet away from you after their dash action.
Hey, look, something I can outrun.
Wow, good call. I forgot about it. Yes, the one Bowman gets out of the darkness and winds up a shot at you.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Misses.
Okay. The two
No, still misses. Never mind.
the two crossbow bolts at you. What is that? 14 and a 24.
The 14 miss. Well, yeah.
The 14 will miss.
The 14 will miss and
Yeah.
the 24 will hit.
For 9 points of damage.
Okay, thank you. I have another.
Wick, you're up.
D6.
D6. Yep.
Yay! You're
I
right.
was like, alright, I'm holding this D6 to remind myself.
That's our name. I'm the best healer.
You are doing real good. Thank you.
JK.
But
But it is nice that this was one spell slot.
so the one with my hex is out of darkness?
The one that hex is out of darkness. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
You can do that.
Am I within 50 feet of the forest?
You are about 40 feet from the forest. So you could get 10 feet in.
Okay. Then I will not use chill touch. I will turn and dash my full movement.
Okay.
So that is 50 feet.
It's like the most logical decision Wick has literally ever made in a year of playing this game. A year.
All right. So, Sai, you are 30 feet
Yeah,
into
we're
the forest.
taking
What are you
that.
doing?
Running. Putting more bearings on the ground behind me.
Oh god.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I was
doing
going to say, shit, do I need to make a roll?
So you continue down the path, heading down the road.
I am going
Same
to
thing.
continue down the path.
Okay. You going your full 90?
No, I'll go. I'm pretty ahead of the pack, aren't I?
Yeah. If
Valchar
not-
might be a little bit in front of me, but he's had
No,
an
he's
extra
not.
turn.
Right. You're the furthest.
I am. Okay. I'll just go to 30 then. Make sure that I can kind of keep an ear out for what's
Sure.
going on behind me.
Okay, Valchar.
Yeah, I think I'll go my 30 feet.
Get pretty close to Sai. You can see him within probably 20 feet of you.
And I'm going to tell him, stay here for a second, let's wait for everyone else. And then we can get out of here.
Can you mentally tell me that? Because that'd have more of an impact on me.
Yes.
I do.
I didn't use an action, so...
All right. At this point, at the end of the round, we're gonna just drop combat rounds for a minute. You guys, we'll do this as a time thing. You guys all meet up now.
Cast Pass Without a Trace.
Should we hide in the woods?
We picked the wrong disguises, apparently. Are we hiding or running?
Well,
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, we should get farther away.
We should. Can we run like through the forest, but still be heading generally south?
You can.
That's the way we need to go, right,
the
is south?
path is east to west for the most part. You guys could just book it south if you want.
I say we do that.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
what we're doing. Pass without trace.
Mhm.
Running south.
Give me stealth checks.
Plus 10, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, I need
And
to...
we can't be
And then we take it a
tracked
roll.
except magically.
Oh.
So like we're not leaving like
No
footprints
trace.
or anything. Yeah.
You should really just keep this.
Oh,
worse than I already am. Or apparently the Nana did.
I did okay.
I did fine.
I'm
That
supposed to be good at this, you guys.
That one.
Yeah.
Wah wah.
So 11.
Well, it
No,
would
you get the
be
dex mod.
It would
Probably
be
like a
7. It would be
17.
17.
That one still rolls better than me.
I rolled a 7 and I'm 26.
I rolled a 9 and I'm 24.
Yeah, nobody
Okay,
rolled well.
I'm sorry. I want you to say yours one more time.
26.
No, the whole thing.
I rolled a 7 and my total is 26.
I rolled a 7 and my total is 15.
So about on par. Yeah, about the same. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Let's
rolled
go
a
with that.
natural 1 and that would have been a 17. If I rolled a 2, I would have been fine.
All right.
You
In a
tripped
false-
on the last one that came.
the last ball bearing.
last ball bearing
I fall
just slips
over.
out.
And I swear really loudly.
Blarg.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
All right. So as you guys start booking it south, Enna makes a whole bunch of like noise, stumbles over and lands, and then just gets up and starts running again, trying to stay stealthy. Not really doing a good job of it. The guards start crashing through, and you hear them just running down the path. Oh my god! Wow. This is gonna seem staged, but I rolled really crappy too. They just keep running down the path. I'm not.
I'm okay with staged in this instance. I'm not going to complain.
Okay.
They're not supposed to be
So,
able to track us.
so
easily,
1, 2, 3, you hear like going down the path, and then 4 down the path, 5. Hey, where are you guys going? We gotta go this way. He heard you. Literally the last guy in the line. So you guys are booking it south and just running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they took so long, and literally it took the last guy to roll over a 4.
Wow. Wah wah.
You guys.
What is it, me attacking? It's not funny anymore.
It's too real now.
You
too
guys,
real.
you guys are able to essentially escape and get out, but you know that they're trying to find you and follow you.
What time is it at this point? How dark is it?
That's
in the
actually a
forest,
really good
naturally?
question. I think it was
Exactly, if you could.
essentially like 4 or 5 o'clock. You guys were going to this town to try and get a rest in, but it didn't turn out so
Or
well.
like arrested.
Actually, well, yeah.
The way that it sounded, no.
Let's
That was
let's beat some feet and put some distance between us, and then if we need to go for a rest late, and then we can sleep in a little bit, you know.
I think we're saying this. We're walking and talking. I'm assuming.
Yeah. We're Aaron Sorkining.
I think that we should get pretty far away before we stop, and we should definitely stay away from roads. I mean, if they had your contact, that means we really can't trust any towns. I mean, that city was full of people that wanted us.
That
Not
was
in
your
a
contact,
usual way.
right?
No.
What?
That was your contact, right? Or do you know what your contact looked like at all? So there's a possibility that the contact's not here.
Well, I think I remember that Enna also found the blood on the wall. I have a
Wick definitely
right. I think Enna also found it at some point.
So you guys go for probably about 30 minutes of like dashing and booking it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure they're not really able to track you after this point. You can slow up your pace and chat and talk if you want.
I will slow up my pace and chat and talk.
I think that safe house fell, and they were able to get enough information to be dangerous with.
It looked like a kill house. Is that what we're expecting? Any of these other places?
We don't know what to expect. I just knew that there was a spot that, I mean, I'd been to years ago. I hadn't been on this particular side in a little bit.
I think any of the towns in this area we should avoid, because at this point, news about us is going to be getting out. Plus, what'd that guard say when we were leaving?
That's kind of what I was gonna bring up. They're the ones responsible for the massacre, but at least 3 of us didn't look like our normal selves.
Mm-hmm.
So did we just happen to pick the worst disguises ever?
Or they recognize me.
massacre?
There's that too.
Yeah, I think that's the more pressing question.
Could it have
but-
been the first 3 guards? Because like
They
to
did
both of the
see all of
guards,
us.
both of the guards survived except for the guy who was running the house,
Yeah.
And I wouldn't
who I dealt
call
with on my own.
I wouldn't call 3 people dead a massacre either.
I wouldn't either, but I don't know what they're talking about then.
I mean, sounds like propaganda from the Empire.
Yeah. No.
But did
Typical.
they see through our disguises? In which case,
Typical
are
of you or
we
typical of them?
screwed, or did we pick the wrong disguises?
Or are they just wanting to pin it on anyone who's not there to begin with?
True.
Or
And giving them
they only
probable cause.
they only said we were responsible for the massacre once we
Once they shot you in my
Tried.
head?
once we tried to like connect with the organization that they don't like.
Could the organization have committed a massacre, or could they be spreading the rumor that the organization committed a massacre?
Massacres aren't really our style.
That wouldn't put
Like
it
the
beneath them to spread.
Massacre. Didn't you say a lot of your organization?
Yeah.
Could the massacre have
Yeah.
been the people in the organization?
But we wouldn't have been responsible for that. Unless
But random people don't know that.
We were trying to get in contact with them. Why?
You know when people start yelling stop resisting when you're not resisting?
you should start resisting.
Probably not, but that's making it so that there's
That's
at
just me.
least, if there's any ears listening, it gives them their out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we should definitely avoid anything in this area. We should maybe consider going a little further tonight and then setting up camp in the woods. Probably should avoid a fire, just in case.
Yeah, I agree. Or at the very least, something very, very dim.
Might be worth at some point either tonight or tomorrow finding out where we are on the map, Wick.
Yeah.
Because that'll help us take the right route to the elves.
Alright, so it's about 6 o'clock now. What is your guys' plan?
We should go for a little longer. It's not dark yet.
Yeah, maybe till 9, 10 o'clock
Sure.
ish.
Another 4 or 5 hours. Okay.
Oh, well, our disguises have been gone for a while.
Oh,
Right.
Our disguises didn't last much past.
You guys don't really come across anything all that ordinary. It's a lot of forest, but the further south you get, and I'm assuming you guys kind of start heading a little bit east because that's the general direction where you're aiming. It starts to be more plains the more east you go. So you're scattered forests here and there, but it's really going to be like grasslands and plains from.
So at some point I pause and I say it's going to be a lot harder to hide.
Right.
In this situation, and I'm still pretty good at tracking things and finding things and knowing how things work, but this is not my forte. So just keep that in mind, everybody.
Maybe we should sleep for the night here in the woods and formulate a plan for tomorrow.
Yeah, the more cover that we have, the better.
I agree.
Do we
want to travel during the day then?
I think so. It's still pretty early in terms of if we get to bed now, we should be able to get up at a
Well,
regular
it's
hour.
more if we want cover, is it better to travel at night or in the day, right?
There's also
Oh, I see.
possible deniability if we're just walking during the day. If we're walking at night, people get a little more suspicious. So,
Okay.
Sounds like people are already suspicious, but that could have just been that town.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't really
better
have
to
enough
be
information.
not seen or
Except
to
that
be
people were-
inconspicuous.
Looking at us already.
They were. I don't know what that was about either.
If that's about the massacre we supposedly committed.
Could we just, by total coincidence, happen to fit a generalized description of people who did something? Or
A gnome, a tiefling, a half-elf, and an elf traveling together, and
It might not have been that specific. It could be just like
a group of 4.
people who look like they might say like ruffians or like mercenaries. It might be just like mercenaries.
You think they're talking about you?
But it could just be like mercenaries. I mean, with the exception of you, we're armed to the teeth. We're wearing armor. Even you're wearing armor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we look like mercenaries. We're not like the cleanest ever either. Like, our stuff is not, like, we don't look like we're a town guard, like, getting a shower every night. We look like we're traveling over land for weeks.
Here's
right?
the thing that I'm really worried
We
about.
look like mercenaries.
Definitely have some blood on your clothes unless
Yeah.
you spend time to clean them. And
It's very easy for you all to disguise selves. How hard would it be for people to impersonate us using similar means and commit a massacre, and all of a sudden we have a bounty on our heads?
Not hard at all. I mean, when I was first testing this, I made myself look like Emma.
And I haven't told anyone this. I made myself look like the queen in the True Swords to kind of show off what abilities I had to offer.
So it's really hard to maybe the first time somebody went to that inn or that safe house, maybe it was just somebody disguising themselves. I mean, it's really hard to trust anybody at this point.
Right. I'm worried about trusting, obviously, any of the Empire guards, because they seemed very quick to not arrest and execute instead.
Shouldn't have trusted them ever in the first place.
Yeah, there were no requests to lay down our arms or anything like that. If I'm remembering correctly, interrupt me if I'm wrong.
I'd rather they slaughter me in the street than give up my arms to them.
Oh, I'm not saying I would have accepted. I'm just saying normally it's normally they ask.
Now, I understand we are not in that place at this point to be able to fight them, especially a group of them, and especially in the situation that we were in. You're going to have to swallow your pride.
I didn't lay down my arms, did I?
No, but you also attacked them, which could have put us into a worse situation.
I wasn't the first.
I don't
know
remember.
if that's true.
I think Sai was the first.
I was the first to attack an elite one.
That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes.
Um,
Well, you haven't seen everything I've seen.
I agree. They're not, from what I've seen as of today, they're not people to be trusted. I get that. But we're also 4 people. We're 4 people with abilities, but we are 4 people. We can't take on every fight that we get, and even if it is against people that we are not for.
Or creatures.
Sometimes I was willing to at least give a talk to them and explain what happened with why this person was killed. We had the evidence of a fire happening behind us. Yes, once they said, these are the people with the massacre, then all bets were out the window, but we were already running at that time. But if there is a situation that we can try and get ourselves out of that is not fully violent, we need to do that. Otherwise, we're not going to get further in this quest that we have.
Especially while in enemy territory.
Right.
Smart fight.
We've had it fine outside of the Empire, because no one cares, it seems like. We've been able to walk around because no one knows who we are. That might not be the case so much anymore, but obviously people are either targeting us or they're targeting a group like us here. We need to keep ourselves as inconspicuous as possible and make sure that if we come across these people that we can keep ourselves in check. Because attacking every single guard in the Empire is going to get us killed. Or worse. If there is a worse. I don't know if there's a worse.
Working for
There's a
evil
worse.
deities.
I mean, I agree. That being said, that looked like a setup. That was prepared for us.
I agree.
Yeah. So
Right
we
now.
need to. Yeah. We can't use that as an example of how we will normally act.
But, and that is also hindsight at this point.
Right.
In the middle of the fight, we didn't even give them a shot to say anything before we started attacking the guards as well.
True.
That's what I'm
interested in
saying.
what they have to say.
I don't
Not the
care
Emperor
at this
card.
point.
I'm not interested in what they have to say.
Then don't say anything and don't listen to them, but also don't attack them.
That's not something I can promise you.
Great. And I'm gonna walk off. Not far.
I think we should all get some rest.
I'll take first watch.
Sure.
Who am I waking up?
Give me the counts for watch first.
Second.
Second.
I'll go third.
Because
Third.
I'm assuming they're gonna talk about it while he's gone, so.
Yeah, the night's fine. You guys each wake up,
Volunteers.
do your watch. Wick hears some howling and some like deep like semi close, but staying still just kind of goes by.
You know, woods stuff.
I'd like to spend my time reading books that I've been carrying,
Okay.
and then I'll wake people up.
I'm assuming
Like
at some
not-
point Valchar comes back.
like
so
not
if
to
you
the
don't
point,
have
like,
that
it's
Not
more
to
like-
the exhaustion, just for your just
Yeah,
fill
yeah,
the
just
time.
for my, just for my, just for
Yeah,
my,
that's fine.
my,
watch.
Your
my
watch. Yep.
and not to the point where I'm like distracted by it. More like I'm kind of just casually
Sure.
flipping through.
Keep yourself entertained and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. You guys all wake up the next morning.
Yeah, I probably would have been within the first half hour.
Would have been back.
It's more just a clear head
Yeah.
walk type of thing.
Okay.
So we took a long rest.
Yeah.
Cool.
Felt good. I'm glad I get the other 60% of my hit points back.
Sorry.
Glad I get the extra half.
I'm glad I got those 30 HP back.
That's how much
I got 10 back.
You got how much back?
It's 10.
No, Ryan.
30.
Oh, cool.
20 out of 50 as well.
That wasn't a third or 2/3 of my. What did you say it was for you?
I said it was 60.
60%.
I got 60% of my hit points
So
back.
2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got 19
About a
to
third of my
45.
HP back.
So it's a little over half.
Mine's a little under. Yeah.
It's a fascinating conversation.
It needed to happen too.
About how
Belcher
math
was
works?
not happy. Oh, that
that.
conversation.
Yeah. Cool. I guess
Alright.
So are we gonna keep heading? Oh, map.
So you consult the map.
I'm using keen mind. I know where we are.
Open map
So
menu.
you guys have gone. I think this is day 4, if I'm remembering correctly. You guys spent about 2.5 days getting to that town. Then you headed a half day south.
Okay.
You know, so the main road goes here, and then it intersects with Ilion, as you guys were aware. You guys start heading south. The river goes past Ilion and Lycenthia, the capital city. So Ilion's up here with the road, and then Lycenthia is all the way down here. You guys have whatever you want to work with. to
Capital
get
city of the
through that.
Falmore Empire, right?
Yes.
And remind me where we're heading is like in a triangle with
Is basically right across the river from Lycenthia.
Lycenthia. So we do have to get pretty close to Lycenthia to get there.
Depending on
Eventually.
where you want to cross the river.
I mean, do
Yes
I
and
have
no.
like any markings for bridges on the map?
You have a few. There are a few, but it's kind of few and far between. It's a pretty. Think more of like the a little bit bigger than the Mississippi.
Yeah.
But there are a few.
Is
bridges.
there a bridge that isn't right next? What's the closest bridge that isn't right next to Lycenthia?
Probably about a day's travel north of the city.
Okay. Wick will suggest then that we go take that bridge,
Okay.
so that we don't get too close to the city, but we're still close enough where we're not too far from where we're trying to go once we cross it.
Sure.
I think that sounds like a fine plan.
Do you know anything about how much the bridges are monitored?
Well, based on
Do
what
I
we've
know
seen,
anything? Having
You're really like distasteful for this area.
yeah.
Okay, give me we'll spice it up because I like to use more of a diversity of the roles. Give you a history check.
Yes.
Just because
With my
something new.
That's a 14 with my +0.
So you're able to you're kind of able to remember from your days working with the emerald wolves that the ones near the cities are pretty heavily monitored. The further away you get from the cities, the less monitored they are. They're kind of just like trade routes and such.
Okay.
During times of extreme warfare, they're very easily heavily monitored. Like, they have encampments built where all they just bring a bunch of soldiers and boom, it's fortified. But normally it's just a few.
So, what I remember is that we might have trouble with the bridges. There might be an encampment. They're really easily guarded. It's a choke point. The further away from a city, the less likely we are to encounter that. But just, we might have to bail on the bridge plan.
How else are we going to cross a river, Anna?
Hire somebody with a boat. We got plenty of gold.
Some of us have plenty of gold.
Also, I wanted to state a clarification for Revivify, which I got clarified to me today. I always thought it was a 300 gold piece diamond. It is diamonds worth.
A 3, yeah.
So...
It doesn't have to be one.
You can have
Right.
15
Which we
diamonds
don't,
total.
regardless, we don't have.
Right.
Right.
But it's...
Easier to find a lot of diamonds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to make sure that clarification was made to anyone who didn't already know, or if it was just me. Cool. In which case, I just said it out loud
I
to
could
everyone.
never remember which ones are.
That won't be helpful because
specific.
the only one that's going to die is you. And
Yeah.
then you can't cast it. Not again.
So just something to consider.
It might be worth checking out the bridge.
Yeah.
I agree they are very easily defensible, but I mean,
Would it be an obvious defensible from a distance? Like, we're not going to be about to cross the bridge and then suddenly, boom, guards!
it should be
I
pretty
think they
obvious.
usually have an encampment.
If they're checking people crossing, we'll know.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'd say let's aim for that bridge.
And the other side of the bridge is Elven territory, so I mean,
Sure.
unless
border
things are
crossing.
worse than we know, I don't think they'll be over there.
Okay. Well, let's aim for this bridge. Circles it on the map. And, if we end up not being able to cross there, we'll, all pun intended, cross that bridge when it comes.
And then I can check on my water traps.
Because why not?
Wow, you had a long way to walk for those water traps, Anna.
I mean, I told them I had to get on the road.
Just filled with fish. just mountains
I'm
of
gonna
fish.
laugh if we get there and you just happen to stumble across an actual water
It'll be
trap.
like that scene in
Told ya.
Seinfeld where Kramer finds the crab traps.
I love that show.
Yeah, let's I think this is a decent plan.
And we're going to be quiet and careful and cover as much as we can as quickly as we can.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. What does everybody have for rations?
Well, we haven't really been counting.
Yeah, you haven't had us been keeping track.
Not till now. Yep.
Okay.
You guys
I
have used, up until this point, you would have used 3 days of rations. You would have stayed at the hotel, which would have provided you a meal and such, but you'd have taken 3 days of rations at this point.
Okay.
Now
I
you
have,
get
that puts me at 33.
33.
Savage.
Yeah, that
33
puts me
days.
at 7.
Okay.
Since we weren't keeping track, I never thought to buy more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this journey just kind of started. You haven't had a chance to buy, unless you would carry more than the usual.
Well, if I'd known that we were going to be keeping track, I would have bought some in Duskhaven.
Then you could have bought something
I
in
would-
Duskhaven.
Yeah, I would have bought some in Duskhaven.
You would have known that you would be traveling, for sure.
My equipment sheet on here says otherwise. According to this, I have 3. So
Oh, long rest.
for rations,
Yep. Welcome to D&D Beyond.
that
Does it
That's
automatically?
weird.
I think so, because it's been counting down something in the bottom of my thing when I do long rests. I'm like, what is this?
That's to confirm.
Oh, okay.
So if you hit it on accident, it gives you 3 seconds to confirm or cancel.
Okay, well, I'm still buying more rations. So a day is 5 silver. Yeah, it thinks I only have 1 day of rations. I don't know what number it even counted down from, but
You guys would have definitely more than 1 day of rations.
I'll just say 3 days now because I don't know where to find it.
You
It would
usually
be in
start
your
out with
pack.
10.
It would be in your pack.
Oh,
Whatever pack you got from
It's usually 10.
burglars.
10,
pack.
10 is a
It
fair amount
varies,
if you're gonna
though.
be traveling. You guys would probably have taken something like that.
I would have also taken
in the, like,
create
little
food and water
equipment section.
if I knew any of us were getting low.
Okay,
So
so you do have it. So it's gonna be a multi-day travel thing.
yep,
So you can
Yeah.
repick, and then so you'll have that, and you'll burn some slots to.
I'll burn a slot essentially.
I definitely
Okay.
have those.
So it doesn't matter. Valchar is gonna create food for you guys, and while you go. Woo!
But that just means it's also not just a spell slot gun, but it's a spell that is going to be not taken for anything else besides create food and water.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
retroactive.
Okay. Day 1, nothing really happens.
Didn't you say it'd be a day to the bridge?
No.
It's a day north of the city. Like
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I heard
So there
Uh,
was a day. It's just a different day.
So overall,
Not this day.
the trip is about a week and a half. You guys have already done 5 days as of this roll.
Okay.
Okay.
6 days. Pretty good. Wow, 7 days.
You're dead.
Nothing
Yeah,
really
we did.
happened. And Valchar
overdue.
just keeps creating your food and water for you.
I think. Let me verify how much it actually creates. But yeah,
40
if we're just
pounds
going
of.
through.
It's either 30 or 40 pounds of food
No, that's a lot of food.
Yeah, that's
and 40 gallons of water.
that's pretty much the
'Cause
days for all
That's
of
how
you.
the cleric put out a fire in the game I was playing. They just used
It's a
create
lot.
food
It's
and
a
Yeah.
lot
water.
of water.
First,
actually.
45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
What level spell?
It's a level 3.
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
5 steeds.
Food is bland, but nourishing.
Well,
I,
I was gonna have you guys do a whole bunch of nature checks throughout this whole thing, but that just nullifies it all.
And the water is clean.
At some point along the way,
Clean water, pish posh.
we're walking or something, and I walk up to Valchar and I say, I'm not gonna pick a fight if I don't have to, but you should know I'm pretty sure they tortured my ex-girlfriend. Kidnapped, tortured, haven't seen her in 2 years. I would assume.
It puts things into perspective.
I have a long history of fighting with them, and I have a long history of seeing what they do even to people who disagree with them peacefully. They can't be reasoned with. Local town guard, sure. They're not usually who I want to fight with. They're just people help my brother's a town guard in our hometown. Which annoys me, but whatever. With the Empire, they've drunk the Kool-Aid in a way that there's no changing them.
Okay. Like I said, that puts things into perspective, definitely. And I'm sorry about...
Zavari is her name.
I'm sorry
I
about
will
getting...
try not to make more trouble for us than I have to. I can't promise anything,
Right.
but I will try.
I know rage can do a lot, especially when you're facing down the person or people that might be associated with that. And I do apologize for getting in your face about it.
It's fine.
My only hope is to try and get all of us out of here alive. And my worry is if we start just attacking any guards, town guards included, that we might not make it out of here.
I sometimes forget the mindset of it's really important to get out of here alive. I sometimes forget that.
if you're way too focused on, there's a reason why it's called blind rage.
Yeah.
Like that is the only thing you think about. And sometimes you need to satisfy that. Other times you need someone to smack you in the face and get you focused again.
I would tell you that if you're gonna smack me in the face, you should probably run, but I use a longbow.
Yeah. You don't help me anymore.
An electric longbow. A lightning bow.
I mean, I could hold you in place to get me at least a little further.
Why
But
don't we
anyway.
agree that we could both mess each other up really badly and
Yep.
maybe not try to prove it?
Yeah, no, I prefer not to do that.
I will try not to let that get the better of me.
Thank you. And I will tread a little lighter around talking about them.
And I will try to remember that other people have things that they want to get back to, maybe. I've forgotten what that feels like.
Yeah. Apology accepted? I think we both, I don't
Agreed.
know.
Apology agreed.
Yeah.
I'll roll for the other couple days.
I'm
Good
really
talk,
sorry
Belcher.
about the ball bearing.
Was that you?
Yeah.
I pull one out and just throw it at you.
Yeah.
It ended up in my pocket. Have it back.
Well, thank you. Only
Don't use it on me.
999 more to go.
Did you dump all of the whole thousand?
Oh yeah, I did. Are you kidding me?
It wasn't just a handful, it was the bag.
In front of me as I run.
Yeah.
It was mostly because that stuff is so heavy. I was so sick of carrying it. No,
You could have given it to me. I would have put it in our bag of holding.
that was more entertaining.
Depends on where you were. Yeah, okay, shut up.
You guys make it through another day of travel. I've never rolled like this before. Wow! Another day of travel with nothing.
So we're day 10?
I think that's actually 11.
Oh, cool.
This one goes to 11.
No, this one goes to like 14, I think.
Wick, I sometimes forget what it's like to trip on things.
Such an ass.
I'm sure we can help you remember. We can just have Valchar hold person you and then I can push you over. Or I can just push you over.
Or you could just push me over.
Or you could
I'm not strong enough to like not be pushed over, so.
Or you could just trip them.
He's got a good deck save.
So, on the 11th day, you guys are about halfway through your travels, and you enter this stretch of land that is eerie. As you travel through it, you start to see decaying bodies. And you start to see there's a lot of decaying bodies.
Sounds? Smells?
Perception check.
Smells. Definitely smells.
Well,
Can I also roll perception?
Just do that for now.
16.
A lot of ravens. Those type of scavengers.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet, and you guys are marching what was a minor battle. And there are a few banners, rotting corpses. There's a lot of rotting corpses.
Wick, do you recognize any of those banners?
I was just about to ask that.
I'm gonna look as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a... Are you both
Sleight of
rolling?
hand?
History?
Alright, if you guys are both... Then both give me a
My
history.
banner?
Give you what?
History.
14.
That's not too bad.
16.
Wow.
I rolled a 7.
That's not what I was expecting.
I rolled about the same.
I was gonna say, what'd you roll? Like a 14?
So Sai, you're able to see that this is being that this is where you're from, you're able to see that there was a battalion of elves that have been killed here, and there's also Thalmar bodies and such. I mean, you're both able to really pick it up if you take some time and see that. Not a huge battle, but big enough to leave a pretty big mark on the land.
Can I tell, like, type of wounds? Like, is it people who are slashed, like, exploded?
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, I'm good at those. And with a net 20. Which in total would be 26.
All of the above?
Great.
Mostly slashing, though. Mostly slashing and piercing and like physical means of
Mostly like
damage.
infantry, but maybe some.
Right. There were a few spellcasters. Okay. Not a lot. It wasn't like a dragon came through.
That was kind of more what I was going for.
Right. This was army v army.
Okay.
Would you mind if I did like an investigation check to see kind of what, just whether this is like a pitched battle or like somebody was transporting something, and I'm thinking about magic weapons.
Bodies.
All of them. I'll take my time.
Oh, Jesus. I think you might.
No. I'm just kind of see whether this is like a pitch battle or like whether they were fighting over something or kind of what was going on. That's kind of what I'm looking for. See what like the story of what happened. Here.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Cool.
Can we tell how long it's been?
Yes.
Like how long these have been dead?
That's
Give me a medicine check. Oh, with his? Yeah, you would know that this is... I mean, it's... Yeah, you're pretty proficient in this. About 2 weeks ago, it would have been. So, things are getting picked over by the wildlife and such, and some things are starting to decay into
We would have been in Duskhaven at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
day 11.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
From Duskhaven or from...
From Duskhaven.
Okay.
10.
It not really able to discern what they were fighting over. It just looks like a whole bunch of people fighting. If you want to spend some serious time investigating, but on a quick check, nothing really comes to... You don't get any answers.
See anything fun over there, you weirdo?
Nope. Nothing really. Mostly just a bunch of elves fighting a bunch of Thalmor.
Really don't like all the bodies. Reminds me of the necromancer.
I'm kind of starting to get used to it.
Just gonna breathe through your mouth.
Okay. You guys want to continue through?
Yep, a lot of that.
I'll be looking around as I exit to see if anything shiny pops out.
Ooh, shady.
You can give me investigation.
13.
That was almost a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
You don't really find anything
I'd like
better.
to sketch the banners in my book.
Sure. The Thalmar Empire is pretty widely known.
Yeah.
The Elven,
like the Elven one
you've
is.
seen in some of the books.
Sure.
It's familiar, but not like you don't know a ton about it.
Yeah.
So you.
But this way I have it so I can like ask when we get there.
Yep. Okay. On the 12th day.
Of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. We're almost done. We are done.
I'm looking for 5 golden rings.
I want the one ring.
Why don't you guys all give me a perception check?
There it is.
Natural 20. Which brings me to 25.
9.
A measly 17.
So the elf and half elf here. Over, and then you look up and you see like a.
Are there ring wraiths? Like, sorry, that's what it sounded like.
We were already going with that.
Yep. Yes, it is.
We switched to the Lord of the Rings version.
I mean, it's D&D. It's sort of already there. They had to rename hobbits halflings to avoid copyright problems.
You both rolled perceptions. If you guys want to give me a nature check. See what you...
Oh my.
Well, that's a 5.
3 with a
God,
+2,
if I
so that's
knew.
an @1.
What on earth is that creature? You see one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry.
What? Is there a thing?
Look at the moon.
It's beautiful.
Sure thing Shaggy and Scooby.
I was thinking Bill and Ted, but pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
I
was
was more
getting
on the
where
Bill
you're
and
from.
Ted. They just had their 20th anniversary.
I know.
This year, isn't it?
So good.
So you see one just... It's just this large winged beast with like four limbs that have like hooked... Like a bird of prey would have, just
Talons.
huge talons, and you see one, and it kind of goes off in the distance and starts circling you. You see another one swing over you,
I think we have friends.
and you see a bunch more.
Oh no.
Take cover.
Yeah.
Shield up.
Looking around, you see now 7 of these beasts swirling over you, and then you hear, "Meow," and then they all start diving. Go ahead and roll initiatives.
Cool, kids. Ooh.
As the cleric, I rolled well.
20 to 25.
23.
Oh, that's not that good.
I have a +5, so it's an unfair advantage.
15 to 20.
19.
Nice.
Rolled a 17.
Oh, good. Did we make it advantageous for you?
Possibly.
Did I roll higher than you?
What'd you roll?
14.
14, which means I get to go first because I have a better dex.
Damn. You could technically hold for me to go first.
I don't want to get an action, one action instead of 2 then.
You can take your place.
You can like move your initiative at the beginning of battle. We
Right.
decided.
Yeah.
You can kind of decide between the two of you.
Okay.
One of you has
So
to
I
go
can
first.
I will go second.
Okay. Wick and Sigh. Alright, so as you guys see, these 7 flying creatures, half bird, half horse, are flying all kind of
Oh!
I
And they
need
start to dive in.
Spell because of the food and water.
Yep. So 1 3rd level spell off.
Yep.
Enna, you're up. They're starting to dive on you.
Okay. Well, I'll just look at the.
His
I'll
pen
look
broke.
the
I saw
closest
that.
one right in the whites of the eyes. They have whites of eyes. I guess I don't know.
You might,
Yellowish. Yellow.
Sure.
you might need this.
Oh.
And
Where did that...
You threw it at me.
we'll do.
I saw it. That's
I
assault.
need to get rid of this stupid pen.
They're hard to come by.
We'll do 3 shots. I'll have the first one be
Ooh.
It's
Ooh.
electrifying.
Completely resisted. I'm just kidding.
dirty 20.
Yep.
I'm
All
so
right.
glad that caught on.
I refuse. Not that.
Okay. Oh, and that's ambush. So that's a total of a lot of dice.
Yeah, that's a lot
So
of
that
dice.
is 13, 19, 21, 25 lightning damage.
So
Welcome to
you...
the club.
I
And
just
like-
Zeus.
Like you hear like a sound of lightning, like as you let go, and it splatters through one, and you just see it just falls limply to the ground.
Do the others react to this at all?
They keep diving.
Okay, well, then we'll go on to the next
I
one.
thought you meant us, and I'm like, not a big deal.
Alright. Second shot at the next one.
I'll try flinches.
17?
I'm assuming not electric.
Not electric. That is only 5 piercing damage.
All right,
And last one.
you just hit it right
is
in the leg.
Natural 1. Those rolls got they
Yeah,
Plummeted.
just
Good news. Can't get any worse.
you're like, God,
Don't
that electric
say
bow was so cool.
Yeah, that's
Boom,
awesome.
It made you lose your concentration. You
Yours
just
is
missed the
0.
other 2.
Except for like
and then I will back up.
Yeah, they're kind of just they're swirling
Are
around,
they
and
all
then they're
around?
kind of all coming in.
Okay.
They definitely have some communication between them, but
Okay.
it's not.
I will still back up away from the group.
Valchar.
This might be a bad idea.
Oh, this actually might not be.
40 feet, because I have 40 feet.
All 7 of
I'm
them
gonna
saw
cast
that
Spirit
and all
Guardians.
went after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way to
Just so
protect you.
you're aware, they're all about 30 to 50 feet away at this moment.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's a range of attack.
Namely, because
25 or 20.
what is this? They lose
Without
half their speed,
disadvantage.
I believe.
When they come in
60.
range, or
Yeah.
Go up to
When they
60
hit
if you have
the
disadvantage.
barrier.
okay.
Just trying to make sure. Within 15, or yeah, to a
15
15
feet.
foot
It's
duration
20,
of
60.
or-
Yeah.
distance of me, an affected creature's speed is halved in the area.
Okay.
You could borrow
Um,
my light crossbow if you wanted. That I got from Wick.
And
I don't know what
then, because that is an
Probably
action,
have provisions for
I'm going to inspire Anna,
that.
and I'm going to say, that was an awesome shot. Do it again. Kill everyone.
Do it now!
Aw, thanks, Valchar!
Flash Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do it now.
Do it now! Wow.
And I believe if I remember correctly, that is a D6. Double checking.
That's what I wrote very large on my
Yes.
sheet.
If it's not D6, you're gonna feel real embarrassed.
Yeah, because I don't play it
It should be
normally.
4.
Absolutely not. If you roll high, it doesn't count.
It'll be a 4 every time. All right. The remaining. Wait. Oh. I don't need yours. The remaining 6.
You have to use them now.
Yeah, because I iced one of them real fast.
All right. So wow. They really like Sai and Enna. 4 of them are gonna swing in at Sai. 2 of them are gonna go in at you, Enna.
Okay.
That's
Are
it.
they,
Wow.
any of them,
I'm too small
going
They're-
for
30,
that.
15 foot of me?
Yes, they will enter. They will all enter your range.
Okay.
But they have enough speed where it doesn't impact their
That's fine.
spot to get to somebody.
And I'm 40 feet away from you guys, so those 2 will be out of range once they get to me.
That means, where is it? Spirit Guardians.
It's pretty crazy that I rolled all that. All right. Are we good to
They need to roll wisdom saving throws.
on the start of their turn?
Or is it not their turn now? I mean, they still, as they
It's-
enter,
Once
It's
they
as
enter,
they enter, or as they start their turn
both.
Both.
If they start their turn in there, they have to then roll again.
but it's when they enter on a turn. It actually doesn't specify what turn if they enter the range.
What's the DC?
14.
Roll damage.
3D.
Regardless, I would. Any
Yeah.
saves are half
Half.
damage.
Yep.
And this is all going to be radiant damage. It's not too bad. That is 10. Is there pluses? No. 10 damage.
Okay. 3 of them take 10 damage.
Nice.
2, 3, and then 1 of them takes 5. Then they. We're just gonna do. So 4 of them are all just on you, Sai. I don't know why I rolled 4 1s out of 6 d4s, but I did.
You hate me. We're never hanging out again.
So, purple is beak, green is claw attack. So they're gonna and just try to like go in at you. Purple is beak. So beak. 8. Holy shit. 26 and a 16.
Both hit.
Both hit.
Oh, I thought those were damage. I was like,
I'm not going to use my half damage on either of them.
Why not?
You idiot.
I can take it.
When you didn't take half damage on that 12, I was like, what are you doing? And then you
Yeah.
got a 13, and I was like,
That was
alright,
lucky that you got
that's
the 13.
lucky, but...
So 7. 7 on the first one.
I will eat that one.
And then 9 on the second one.
I will have that one. So 7 plus half of 9 is 4, so 11 damage.
The second one will attack you.
Yeah.
will hit and then miss. It's like a 27.
That'll miss.
Pretty damn good roll. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
The third one.
How many of these are there?
4 on you. So the first one is a 20, and then a 21.
Those both hit.
The first one is going to be 5 points of damage. The second one is going to be 8 points of damage.
So 13 more.
And then the final one. Wow. 20 something.
Hits.
And then a 19.
Hits.
11 points of damage and 13 points of damage.
I am out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez. So yeah, they all just and just hit the rogue multiple times. And then 2 are going at Enna.
Mm-hmm.
Are these things flying through my area? Like, would I be able to swing at them as they're doing?
They're coming in and landing.
Oh, they are.
And then
okay.
attacking.
Okay.
So they're
Yep.
on the ground.
They're on the ground. Yes. Enna, the first one will be a 19.
Yeah,
And then a 16.
those both hit.
For 5 points of damage, and then 8 points of damage.
So 13 total.
And then the second one will attack, hit both times for 6 and 14 for the second.
So that's another 20.
Yep.
Plus 13, so I just took 33
Then Wick is up.
damage.
Cool.
I'm gonna need that when you're done.
Can I get to Sai?
Yeah, you guys are all within like 10 feet of each other. You're pretty packed.
Except for me.
Cool.
Except for Enna. Went away.
I am going to run over to Sai and shove a potion of greater healing down his throat.
Okay.
That is what?
I need to get. I thought this was on my
44
DM
plus
guides,
4.
but it's not. Is it 44 plus 4?
44 plus 4. Okay.
We'll go with that.
That sounds right.
So 4,
If only Teddy could make him a sheet for
8, 12 HP.
Let's see.
Okay.
You increase my HP by infinite percent.
I then cast Hex as a bonus action.
On me?
Sure.
No,
No,
on one of the creatures.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just like attention.
Sai, you're up.
Are they still around me?
Yep.
But you now have somebody.
Yep. Somebody's. We'll say for the sake of it, just you can have sneak attack on anybody around you.
I mean, I cast Hex.
I sneak
am
attack each of
aggressive.
them once.
But
With the way you phrased it, it sounds like I can do that.
You can do it once.
I can sneak
in
attack
your turn.
anyone around me.
Yep.
I choose all of them.
Okay. Do all of your attacks.
Sweet. This is awesome. I'll attack. Do any of them look more damage than other ones?
One of them looks pretty rough. 2 of them look not great, and one of them looks okay.
I'll attack the one that's pretty rough.
Okay.
Kill steal.
That's a miss.
God.
And then my offhand, that is a 16.
Hold on. What is your actual attack for the first one?
What'd I roll?
You rolled a 3.
9.
Oh, okay. That does miss. Then that one will hit your offhand.
Okay.
They're pretty low AC. It almost will hit.
They need to be lower if I'm going to hit them. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 damage.
So you feign attack knowing you're gonna miss just to come in and just jab your dagger right
Yeah.
into the back of the neck, and it falls limp as you hit. You severed the spinal cord and just drops.
Looking at them now, there's nobody riding these things, are there?
No.
I figured. I'm going to do
Um,
animal handling on one of them. Because I want one.
Of course you do.
Enna's up.
Well, and I definitely can't take another round like that.
Nah.
God, these guys have low AC. It's like the perfect time to use a sharpshooter shot. Plus, I have inspiration to use.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot at... So these guys are like 5 feet. They're like in melee with me, right?
Yep, 2 of them.
So I can't really shoot them. Well, I mean...
You could try at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll shoot... Are either of them damaged?
No, not on you.
I'll shoot them. I'll shoot, I don't know, the one to the right.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll make it a sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter disadvantage. Alright, let's go. Let's party.
Well, I rolled a 1 and a 2. So that one didn't hit.
Nope.
Let's try that again. Okay, this time that's a 12 plus 9 minus 5. So plus 4, so that's 16.
Yep,
I
that'll
don't
hit.
have to use my inspiration because I already knew that hit.
That'll
So
do it.
that is a d8 plus... Okay, so that's 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 10 is 18. That was a
All right.
sharpshooter.
You just you shoot one. You just you get hit as you launch it, and it just. Then
Yeah.
you take a breath and just shoot the other one straight into its shoulder. You see the arrow just go deep in.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't come out the other end or anything, but it just it sinks in.
You feigned your first shot.
Yeah, that's totally what happened.
Then are you done?
Then I don't really have any. I have healing spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna cast healing spirit on myself.
Sure.
As a bonus action. Yeah. We'll see if I even get to use it once.
I'm not reminding you.
All right, Valchar.
How far am I away from Sai?
We're all
within
we're all
5 to
pretty
10
close.
feet.
Okay. I'm going to try and reach in between
Yeah.
all the people attacking him and going, cure wounds.
Go for it. Don't mind me.
Just
We'll
gonna
make that a level 2.
woo.
So that is cure wounds is 2d8 plus 3.
I'm so glad we have a healer who's way better than all the other healers.
13 healing.
Nice.
That would be my turn.
All right. Roll me some damage.
They can roll their wisdom
Yep.
saves.
She's only supposed to be 3.
It was an 8, a 1, and a 5. So that is
14.
14.
yes to both.
Which is more than the last roll. Last roll was only 10.
So Valchar, as you see your forms just and they just all drop swords into these monsters. You see one just buckle under the damage. Another one drop to drop closer to the ground and looks like it's breathing heavily. And another one just drops to the ground.
And one goes through me because you chose not to exclude me.
Oops.
25 damage.
They do extra special damage to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just flips to necrotic for you. Just for you, though.
I'm so special.
Like evil to you.
This is nothing new.
So after taking that, the 2 remaining just laser their focus on you.
Oh no. Oh no.
They
That's
do.
only 2.
The first one does its full round of attacks on you. 19 and a natural 20.
Great.
For 4 points of damage on the first. And then 21 points on the crit.
Ouchies. I'm going to use my Hellish Rebuke.
Go for it.
So 21 damage?
Yep.
That is 3d10. And they have to make a dex save of 14.
Okay. Splat. Oh wait, sorry. Tell me
Um,
damage.
Well, that's going to be 20.
Yeah, splat.
Splat.
Just
Let me have that.
you just like see this flame just erupt and just this spoiler hippogriff just like chars and just becomes ash in front of the Valchar Rage.
I want a hippogriff.
That's what I said.
Buckbeak.
It'd be so
Exactly.
it'd be so easy to go over the
Right.
river.
Okay,
That's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought of that.
because that was actually really freaky, I rolled him a intelligence check. He rolled a natural 20. He's going to disengage and
lasso him.
just get the F out of there.
Now I'm not proficient
The
with
other,
lassos.
the other,
Just to make sure that it was... Because I can only target one.
Mhm.
I would have done probably the 20, just because it hit harder. So I don't know if that affects anything.
no, you killed that one. It was the fourth one
Right.
who saw that and was like, I'm done. I'm
Got
out.
it.
And he's gone. I mean, Enna could hit him. That's about it. Well, maybe Wick with some of the spells if you want. The other two aren't really paying attention and are focused on you.
Yeah.
First two attacks. The first one, 15. Should probably miss.
That hits. My AC is 15.
And the other one's even higher. Okay. 13 points of damage on the first.
Okay, not down
Yet.
yet.
And the other one is 9 points of damage.
That's down.
So it goes like a peck attack and then like claws you and you fall down.
So I have to roll 2 of them.
Yeah, one is a 10 and one is
Would have been
a
10. Because it would have been 21. So half of 21.
Welcome to the club. You hit things
Yep,
hard and you
possible.
go down fast.
Yeah.
Concentration's up for both. Damage.
All right. The other one is going to just see you drop, and just and look around and see one of them flying away and the other's just dead. And go and just fly away. It's kind of freaked out.
Deuces.
Yep, that one.
Did
That
hippogriff
one
just say deuces?
deuced out.
I have 2 feathers like that.
Did he also
It
dab when
was-
he was flying?
It was mostly dead from your hit,
Mhm.
and it was just bleeding and just like flying away.
Mhm.
The last one remaining is looking fine though. So wakes up.
Oh, there's one remaining?
Yep, the one that put Anna down.
Okay.
I would like to rage.
Is there any chance that's one that has my hex on it?
No, because you would have attacked one of the ones inside of that was attacking you guys.
Is the one of those dead? Have we killed the one that has
Yes.
hex on it?
Yes.
Great, I move it to that one.
Okay.
Jesus. I'm gonna run and put myself between it and Enna. And
I was 40 feet away from you guys.
oh no! I will run 25 feet
Okay.
and cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Nice.
It does more damage.
It does extra damage now.
11.
11 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it was the lowest. That's why I did a sharpshooter shot with disadvantage, because I was like,
Low HP,
as
low
long
AC.
as I don't roll a nat 1, I can probably hit this.
You drop them pretty quick.
But they kick the shit out of somebody turn 1.
Oh yeah. 10 force damage and 3 necrotic.
Is
All
that the one
right.
that does 2
Oh, 10.
Oh,
split
it
things
does.
now?
Yeah, that's right. It does 2. Because I'm at 5th level. I have 2 beams. I get to
Is
roll-
that a 5th? You have to be 5th level
according
warlock?
to D&D Beyond, it lets me cast it twice. Or I shoot 2 beams. It is
Yeah,
2 attack rolls.
It reads it as
Right.
player
Two
level.
different.
not spellcaster level.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's player level.
But I have to roll a second
pretty
attack.
good. Yep.
So,
So you gotta hit with both of them still.
I remember looking that up last time.
12.
Yep.
So, that's good. 3 force, 4 necrotic.
How much?
3 force, 4 necrotic, so 7. 7.
Oof. Almost. You just see the thing take just 2 big hits, barely, like kind of almost falling down on its elbows, like
Action
a little
surge?
bit.
Yeah, whole action surge.
Okay.
I'll cast Eldritch Blast again.
Where are your notes?
12.
Yep.
9 force, 4 necrotic.
You as you launch your bolt, it just hits where the wings are and just goes right through the body, and you see the wings just get splattered, and just, you hear it just like falls down, and that's that.
As I'm getting up, I say, "What do you mean, oops? Did you accidentally cast that spell at it?"
I didn't mean to do it quite that hard.
Yeah, just so.
I don't know.
Just so you're reading it.
Should somebody help Anna?
That's right.
I'm not saying that you don't believe, but I will cast Cure Wounds at second level, because I'm almost out of thirds.
Just give me one death save throw.
Yeah, would have taken me that long
Seems
to get there.
inappropriate.
My action
Ooh,
surge.
18.
Okay.
Unexpected.
Then Valchar will get
Success,
you
D&D Beyond.
up after that.
How you like them apples?
Cure
Why won't it
Wounds.
let me?
Just do better.
It's a kind of a small hitbox for it.
I will say it's pretty insane to see 4d6 come up 4 1s and 2 2s. I was like, okay. That's how they target, I guess. They're pack animals.
You get healed for 12.
Cool.
You guys can take a short rest after if you'd like.
Oh, good. Then I get all my stuff back.
Heal up,
That seems like
roll your hit dice, and
That's what I want to do.
continue traveling if you would like.
We'll get rid of the bard hit die because it doesn't actually change anything. It's still 7 of that. So that is 5.
I do enjoy being a warlock and a fighter.
7.
I get everything.
You want to short rest every time.
The only thing I don't get back is hit points.
We get hit dice.
I didn't get hit,
Yeah.
14.
and I'm the tank of the group, so I'm fine.
Helps.
23 plus 3, so that's 26 back.
14 plus, that is 21. Or 21.
Don't worry, I can erase it.
Alright, so you guys are going to continue traveling for the day.
Are we good to keep going, or do you guys want to camp?
No, I'm okay now.
Okay.
Yeah, after that.
Yeah, I'm almost full,
Breather.
so I'm good.
Alright, so you
And
guys
let's
have a
keep
couple
going.
more hours of traveling. No other incidents happen.
Thank God.
Can I have collected some of the feathers from one of the hip?
Sure.
Not the one that you killed last, though, because that one
Yeah.
disintegrated.
Yeah, one of the other ones.
Also, the ones that I burned and.
Yeah,
So-
burninated.
Second and third watch, right? It's generally how we've been doing this.
Typically.
1, 2,
Sure.
3.
Yep.
You guys hear more cawing in flying over you, but nothing happens throughout the night. It's some close calls, but nothing.
Wait, this
They'll
was
find you.
long rest, not short?
We just took a long.
Now you're doing
yeah,
a long
now we're
rest.
doing a
Got
long
it.
rest.
I was like, wait, I missed something. I was
Nope.
trying to figure out other stuff.
I already fast forwarded
Got
it
it.
while you guys are rolling hit die.
taking along.
I'm paying attention.
I believe you have 2 more days of travel. Wow. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 7. So, last day of travel to the bridge.
You wake up and Ryan
Eight,
gets swarmed by
six,
hippogriffs and dies
seven,
again. Oh man, it's a good.
And,
I gave you a greater healing.
I appreciate that.
and the last day of
Not paying back
travel
for it, though.
is uneventful.
Woo!
And you make it to the bridge.
Do we see? We would stop a distance far enough away where we could.
We walk
see
right up to the bridge.
So
and
you
see-
you rest
What
for the
up?
night and then go like in the morning and
We
scout
walk
it
up to
out.
the bridge,
Yeah.
like,
You
what
guys
if
are
I
showing
want
up
a
when
big
it's a
town?
bit dark out.
Yeah. We would probably
Macklemore?
rest.
Thrift shop?
I'm waiting for them to listen.
I know the
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
That could be hours.
Yep. Hi.
We just need like a bring a like sync thing down, just like
So,
lock it off for a little
we
bit.
would
Can we get a
rather-
portable green screen so you guys can just delete us for a couple minutes?
We would rather camp out than when we're close to the bridge but not at the bridge, and then scout it in the morning, than try and go and get maybe caught by surprise at night. Yes.
That's
Seems
probably what I
logical.
would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Cool.
Okay.
Then
We'd
that
have
is
to-
what
we'd have
we
to get
do.
real
Alright, you guys
close
spend the
to
night. 1, 2, 3. Very quiet night. Nothing. No flyovers or anything. Now that you guys are.
Sorry, I cast silence.
God damn it,
Come on!
Damn it, Valchar.
You look over, I'm dead. I'm like, oh man,
Premature
we didn't even
silence.
hear anything.
He dies like this. Help. So you guys wake up the next morning.
Okay. Would you guys like to go scout and make sure we can cross the bridge?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be for the best. Might as well at least see if there's guards, how many guards, etc.
I think my spike armor might draw a little bit of attention, so I think I'm going to change it.
Oh, we have to wait 10 minutes?
Well, they
Oh.
scout anyway. I'm good.
Alright.
Wick was planning on kind of like, like,
I'll clean up the campsite. Come back when you're, have
Okay.
the information so that I don't,
I could
I lick a couple dishes and then I put them down.
I could disguise
you were so
myself
helpful back
if
at
you
Duskhaven.
think we should not be visible as us as we approach this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We need an item for Sai to disguise himself.
we really need to find something like that.
Or we just
yeah.
need Sai to be a better character and just have.
That's the biggest thing, really.
Yeah, come on, Sai. We all know disguise self.
Or at the
Alright.
very least, a disguise kit. How have you not picked up a disguise kit in any of the cities we've been in?
I'm saving my money for magic weapons and things.
And
You didn't need money for that. You gave away part of your soul.
You gave away part of your soul for disguise self.
Nah.
Not worth it.
I bet
I can buy
Penny would
that.
oblige. Okay.
Give me stealth checks.
Yeah.
If you guys are going to stealth into town.
I'm gonna do pass without a trace.
Is there a town around
It's
the bridge?
not. It just. I mean, if you guys got to approach it first.
Into civilization, I guess you can go.
As we get close, because I think pass without a trace only lasts for 10 minutes.
I think it's an hour.
I can't remember.
That's
I'm
what
pretty
it
sure
is,
it's an hour. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Sweet.
cast it.
Okay. Plus 10.
And I'm gonna just sit
It's
here
like,
and
what,
wait.
7?
31.
Like a smart gnome.
So that is
I'm gonna
25
pull
plus
some dice.
6, so 31.
Also
How
31.
math works.
All right.
Nice.
Shoot.
Oh.
That's fine. It doesn't. I don't need it. But
Hey, Wick.
How did we get the same?
I rolled a 12, so obviously 31.
No, that's interesting though.
all right.
How did
So
we
you
go from
guys
6
you
to 3?
stealth and you see what is a mostly empty encampment. You see a few tents that have been pitched on this side, and then a pretty small bridge, mostly just walking and like small caravans could go over.
Mhm.
Not much more than a sturdy rope bridge.
Okay. Do I see, like, are there people traveling through right now at all? Or is it
Nobody
quiet?
going through right now. This isn't like a main area.
Mhm.
There's a few small trails that head north and south parallel to the river, but it doesn't seem like it's that commonly traveled.
Okay. And we... Okay.
If we had to estimate by the amount of tents, how many guards would you say will... If all of them got out of their tents and stood on the bridge, how many would there be?
Give me perception.
Okay. It's a 13.
Somewhere from 10 to 20.
Okay.
And is there anybody currently, like, on... Like, is there a guard post?
Yeah, there are 2.
Okay.
They're just standing where you'd walk across the bridge. A few just hanging out, like cooking. And
Do they look like Empire Guard or, like, local?
why don't you give me a perception as well?
19.
They look more military than standard guard.
Okay. Alright, should we head back?
You want to poison their water first?
That does sound nice, but... Do you have any poison on you?
I'm sure I can come up with some.
Actually, did I get poison? Who?
Cough.
I think I bought
Cough.
poison
You
from
might have.
him.
I have cyanide though.
I think I bought poison from what's his face.
Tonka?
Tonfa gave it to Valchar.
Oh
from what
no,
I remember.
I was interested, but I don't think I actually bought it.
I got it.
Stupid. No, I was asking him about like what it would take to make more of it. I think,
right, yeah.
I remember being interested in it. I don't think I bought anything. Okay, so, well, maybe we should head back.
I'm definitely gonna learn to make poisons one of these days.
That sounds like a cool thing that you would never use
For good.
poorly. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll head back and report to the group. Alright, well, it looks like it's kind of a small encampment. We still have passed without a trace on, so we just like appear.
I was going to say, you probably come up as Wicked Thane Valchar
31
5
stealth
gold
rolls.
for losing the dice game. I don't
hey
know how we
guys!
determined that, but...
Hello.
Ah!
Oh, right. I'm actually not gonna put that down yet, though, because we might need it. I don't know. Anyway, so there's a guard post. There's a couple guards currently posted. How many would you say?
2 on the bridge, and then in the small encampment nearby.
Yeah,
Eight-
dozen or so.
8 to 20.
Yeah. And then the bridge is kind of rickety, and I think this doesn't look like an area that they're particularly worried about, so I think we might be able to, make up a good story
Well,
and get through.
You two would have reason to be in the elven area.
Yeah,
We can make ourselves look like elves as well.
that's what I was thinking.
yeah. Or it could be, an elven family and a bodyguard or something like that, too, so whatever.
Okay, I gotta ask, because it's gonna be obvious. Whose kid am I playing?
Your own.
I don't like it.
Well, I was more asking which one of those two is the mercenary.
I'm the actual elf. It probably makes the most sense for you to be the mercenary.
And the only one who can't disguise himself, so.
Yeah.
Here's hoping they don't recognize your face.
So I'm going to be the two of your guys' kid? If we're going with elf family and bodyguard, that's why I was asking.
Why can't you just be an elfin kid?
Because we're trying to say we're a family.
So?
Could you be like an elfin kid with just the same skin tone and hair color and not go with the freaky deaky ears and eyes and nose?
Yeah, that was
Or just adopted. That also could be a thing. You two don't have to be together. You could just be an adopted kid.
I guess.
Regardless, we should figure that story out before
Yeah.
we walk up there.
Well, do you have family somewhere that we can say we're visiting? I mean, it sounds more real if it's based in fact.
Yeah. I do.
Anytime you want to share that location.
I'm not going to share it with you.
And so if they turn to me and ask me where we're going...
Figure it out.
So
I'm looking for my source.
Looking for your backstory?
Yeah.
Let me find my backstory. Hang on. Stop asking me questions.
Hold on.
Last time I saw my father, he was living in Orin, Thai.
Where's that in relation to
Where are we at?
where we are?
In the
Hang on.
middle of nowhere.
Would this be a logical crossing for that
Nothing's
location?
listed on the map for the Elven Lands.
Oh, I have no
Only the
elven-
major city of Naboo.
Never mind, not helpful.
Would this be a logical place to cross to get there?
I'm assuming I would know where it was.
Naboo?
No.
Yeah.
Where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming...
You would also know another piece of it.
What other piece of
That-
it?
Only you could go there.
I would know that only I could go there. So that's going to be a problem.
But
But
we're not
going
actually going there.
We're just saying we're going there.
Would they know that only you can go there?
I have no idea what they know.
Why can only you go there?
Why can only I get
Because elves are jerks.
Because
I'm sure.
remember they don't allow the other.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're...
If we're gonna say we're going to an elven city, I probably shouldn't be a half-elf.
Yeah.
The other thing here is, once again, it's easy to tell lies when it's based partially in truth. We could just say we're going to Navut.
We have some wares to trade. It's kind of the center of trade in the Elven lands.
Then why wouldn't we go through that one?
Lysanthia?
Like Canthia?
We're
like
not coming from that
Xanthithia?
direction.
Yeah, we were coming from... Oh?
Well, it is south
We
of
came
here.
Consult
from
the
the
map.
south and then back up north.
Would we know at this point, like,
Oh!
if we just go up to the crossing and we say, hey, we're going to Navut, would they just be like, oh, they're elves? Or would they be like, oh, they're not elven warriors and let us pass? Would we know that at all?
I don't know how you would know that.
Okay.
Well, actually, the better thing is,
We could say
We're coming back.
From Alien. Yeah.
because we don't have any wares to sell anyways. If we say that we're selling wares, they're going to ask to see it. But if we say that we finished selling wares and we're on our way back...
Which would give me an excuse to be a bodyguard.
They'll want to see a cart, though, right?
Not necessarily, if we drop the cart off.
And all of our weapons are going to be a problem. They're going to search us. We're crossing a border. And if we have a bunch of weapons...
They're not elf!
Also, we have a bag that you can literally toss it in.
That'll be a problem if they attack us, though.
So don't...
Well, it would make sense that we'd have a weapon or two on us while traveling. There's a difference between having, like, a rapier and a dagger versus having, like, 8 million daggers.
But I like them.
I know you do.
Maybe... Okay, this is a weird idea.
Oh, good.
But give me
Those go so well for us.
Hey, it worked last time.
Give me a sec.
Alright. What you got?
What if we're not selling... You can make yourself look like an elf. I can make myself look like an elf. What if we don't sell it as a family, but as 2 bodyguards protecting 2 elven girls going for some sort of, like,
Spring break.
betrothal thing?
Ugh.
I know you don't like the idea, but it's not true. But it'd explain why you would have all of your weapons, because you're a mercenary then, instead of a family.
I'm willing to give anything a try. I'm willing to sneak right in between the 2 guards that are on the bridge and just keep going. Like I'm fine with whatever. I'm an elf. I'm gonna have the least amount of problems getting through, or the most amount of problems going through, and there's no way we're gonna know until we get there.
And 2 bodyguards for 2 women on the road makes sense.
Would it be best if I looked like me or didn't look like me?
Probably didn't.
Didn't.
Yeah, if we are...
If you look more like me.
And also, we still never really learned anything about that massacre thing.
business.
Makes sense.
So...
I can make myself a badge or a document using all the various spells that I know,
Oh.
and possibly get a writ of passage.
A rite of passage. Also, you could have been sent to retrieve us. Maybe we ran away.
I think the story is less important than...
But then you have can you...
To be fair, running away from a betrothal is literally in my blood, so, I mean, that works for me.
But can you...
That poor dwarven lady.
What if Anna's betrothal was to someone of high import? So you're bringing her back. Can you forge, like, a noble seal?
Yeah,
Of some
forge
sort?
whatever document that we want, as long
That
as...
would
as
carry a
long,
little bit more weight.
it would have to be something that I would be able to forge, that I would be able to create. So doing like a really important stamp or something like that, I'd be better off doing a signature.
Well, you can draw their sigil or something.
Yeah, I mean, the more fancy it gets, the easier it's going to be to tell that it's a forgery.
That's just my ideas.
I'm just sad that my luck was worse than my mother's in running away from a betrothal.
Here's the
You
thing.
got rid of,
Friggin' elves.
Here's the thing: is that if it's a problem that we're elves, it's going to be a
That's-
problem no matter what.
Right.
If it's fine that we're elves, it's going to be fine as long as our story is together. So whatever story we have, it doesn't really matter as long as we're all on the same page.
We should just make a story that makes sense, though.
I think the family is the easiest one.
I think family is too.
Okay.
So who's who?
Well, I'm obviously the child.
If you could do elf, 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 that'd be the easiest because 4 elves going into Elvenland is not that weird.
I can be an elf.
What were we doing in the Empire?
They're gonna ask.
Valchar, give me an intelligence check.
No point.
If you
I am super adequate at that. But at a net 20, I am very adequate at that.
you're the most adequate.
You guys just came across a battle with a bunch of elves and Empire armies.
Hey, that thing back there might be... Maybe elves aren't supposed to be in the Empire right now.
So then, would us trying to cross back over be good or be bad?
Well, you remember that there were also a lot of guards and military there.
Doesn't answer the question. Were they killed because they were sneaking over and we're trying to get back, so please let us through and everything will be okay? Or...
You've interacted with these guards, right?
just the ones in...
I mean, I know I'm kind of biased against them, but like,
A little bit.
come on.
Well, how when we were
Or do we not cross
purveying
the bridge?
the area, what?
Should have.
How far across was the river?
Should have tamed a hippogriff.
Like,
Say we just walked straight into the water,
a bit longer than the Mississippi. Just for...
so pretty far.
It's a pretty wide river.
Yeah. Okay.
Fast current.
The other thing
Kind of not... It's not like an aggressive current, but it's...
So if we wait a day, I want to make sure, is this to multiple people? Up to 10 willing creatures. We can just walk across the water.
What?
Well, let's wait a day.
Yeah, that. Please. Let's go down the river where we're out of sight of any of the bridges. And
Up the river? Because
Either.
down the river bring us closer to...
It doesn't matter either way. as
If
long
we're
as out of
walking across
sight.
the bridge, or if we're walking across the water and we don't need a bridge, it doesn't matter.
Navut and the capital city are both a day's walk south.
Yes, but if we want to stay away from...
Well, the farther away we get from the capital city, the closer we get to Ilion, which wasn't a great success either.
But if we walk like half a day up from here.
That's half a day back. We gotta walk.
I just care about being out of line of sight of the bridges.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Let's do that.
Okay. See you in the morning.
Maybe we go there first, and
Yeah.
then we...
Because then we have a chance to watch and see if there are patrols.
All right.
Oh no.
Vote.
Are we going up or down real fast?
Who votes on north? Who
Nope,
votes on
okay.
south?
Okay. You guys
We're
head
on south. And if
Um,
it gets us in trouble, it's all Wick's fault. She wasn't persuasive enough.
you guys don't run into any issues heading south.
Cool.
You go about half a day.
And then I would say, should we sort of camp out on this side and see if there are any patrols while we're waiting?
Yeah. Make sure that we're out of sight from any...
Keep an eye on the other shore.
Are we about to fall asleep, or have we fallen?
It's about halfway through the day.
Okay. Do you want to get a little closer and just kind of hide over a ridge and make sure?
Sure.
Better than nothing.
Give me perception checks.
24.
Forest?
looking into a forest, so I wouldn't give it to you.
Then 24.
You guys don't really
I just
see.
want to see if I can beat him.
You don't really see much. It's a pretty long ways across.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything obvious in the
Okay.
time you spend looking.
We don't hear anything either.
I mean, listening across a wide river is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear much more than the sounds of the river.
Should we?
And there's nobody passing back and forth as we get as.
Over the river?
No, like
walking on
rivers
water?
here. I'm assuming that between the two cities there'd be travel. So I want to see like how many guards there are. Or how
And
many...
you're checking on the Elven side?
No, I'm checking on our side. I don't. Once we get to the Elven side,
I thought you guys camped near the edge of the water. If you want to head backwards
I'm sorry,
towards where the path was that connects Ilion and the main city.
I do not want to go backwards. No.
Okay. It's not that far. It's like 30 minutes of travel to get to that spot, and you can see if there's travel in between.
No, it's alright. If we passed it already, then
Okay. You don't see anything across the river.
Cool.
And I walk, kind of do a little bit of a patrol up and down the bank, just a little bit to see if there's any stuff going on.
Seems pretty clear.
Yeah, okay.
Any piranhas?
Checking for water traps.
Yeah, do
Checking
I
her water
see I see any water traps?
Are you setting any water traps?
I don't have any water traps, but do I see any that I could pull up and make dinner with?
And yoink.
No, but you see some grass just like part of it's in the water.
Exciting stuff.
I know. That's what you find.
I rolled a 24, kids.
You
still
could
couldn't
pretend
find
that it's a water trap. I'm just saying. You could deception it.
Maybe there's a minnow stuck in it.
Sai,
What?
I found a water trap.
I don't care.
Come on, come look.
No.
Don't you want some fish?
No.
Why not? You like fish.
Not your fish.
I'm just going to move right past that.
I've tried
I'm
your
just gonna
cooking. It's horrible.
Okay. Well, limited resources, friend.
Uh-huh.
Limited resources. And then I try and push him into the water by the water trap.
Strength check. Opposing strength check.
7.
3.
Hey, that wasn't involving me this time.
You know I'm going to get you for that, right?
You can prestidigitate yourself dry. You are fine.
You know how long that's going to take? I can't just do all of me at once.
You're fine.
It's like a square foot at a time.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That was my water trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got you.
I'm going back to camp.
And on that, we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Are we starting off, just as a curiosity, so I remember it, are we starting off
We can start off the next morning.
in the morning?
Yep, I already did the
I've
rolls.
got the spell
You
ready.
guys are fine. We'll start off at the next morning, next Tuesday.
I'll have some stuff to do at
When
night,
we
just so
try
you know.
to walk on water.
Prestidigitation for like an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
just
I'm going
supposedly
to
those
try
all
to
the
steal
time,
some of
right?
that as money.
Okay, we can do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Actually, hold on. I'm going to stop the recording while we try to find someone to raid.
Ray!